Zipped out to the Virgins, which are closest area to my part of Colorado. This middle April during the super blooms. Unfortunately, in this particular part, we have super blooms of Bromus rubens here, and Erodium and other such customers. I was just astounded to come to what would ordinarily be a dry canyon and suddenly hear a high mountain stream of sorts. And now I see it as well. And you will too. Approximately 10 hours each way. And I think just for a normal weekend, that is, so I gotta zip right back. Tomorrow I'm just here for Saturday essentially, and the Virgins. These are the types of trips I gotta bust out while I can though, this season. I'll be back more permanently in just a few, or maybe closer to 4 to 5 weeks, not quite sure yet. More extended field work, May, June, July this year, maybe even August this year. Considering there's a botany conference in Boise, late July. Brought all kinds of water from home like an idiot. Like a normal idiot. I was not expecting this in the Mojave Desert. I am stunned right now. Absolutely stunned. It's a Colorado style, or at least northern Nevada style snowmelt stream outside of Mesquite. I've definitely never seen anything like this before. Not that I've spent a lot of time near the Virgins. I've never seen this in the springs though, this low down. We're what? 3,000 to 4,000 feet maximum here. Let's go with 3,500. That is low Mojave habitat. That is Chilopsis habitat. And J tree habitat, as you can see. Prunus fasciculata habitat. No, I don't see waters flowing this largely in these habitats. Makes me want to zip back next weekend, but I know that one's simply not going to happen. Maybe 2 weeks from now, though. Let's come back every week. Why not? It's possible, at least. I already picked up 3 new plants within the first 45 minutes. At least I think they're new. To the reference collection, that is what I mean. New to that. Having to carefully place my steps during a snowmelt crossing in the Mojave Desert. This is more what the Pleistocene would have been like, perhaps. And even lusher than this, of course. It's a tiny throwback to the Pleistocene right here-ish. Who knows, maybe more like 7,000-8,000 years ago, you'd have streams like this just flowing out of the Virgins every season. That's the point I'm trying to get at, in a little bit of a roundabout way. I always get there, though. Damn Nosma Montana habitat. Chilopsis, the dominant riparian associate. You know, this place gets 110, 115 degrees at times when they are present. I want to drink some. Fuck this home water. The river was even wider just a little bit ago. Look at this. Quite damp. Quite damp indeed. I guess when I was here, but not venturing into these elevations back in March because nothing was going on botanically, these waters were even more fully developed, it would seem. In fact, now that I think of it, these are the ideal conditions for Chelopsis germination. They need a bit of a flood. To come back as a whole again, and I'm not seeing it right now, but I imagine that's kind of happening. Maybe in the underlayers of the soil still. They do get buried by flood action, of course. And you can tell the adults aren't even in leaf yet, so it's still could be considered early here. Exactly midway through April. Very strange to hear a roaring stream in such a place, but such are the times. It's usually just stillness, wind, maybe the occasional song of a bird, the distant hum of a motor. Not this. Probably goes all the way to the Virgin below as a fully above ground stream right now. Lake Mead and Lake Powell presumably are getting a little bit of a recharge this season, it would seem. Sending up. I'm not going to really report back. I'm kind of in a hurry, unless there's something exceptional. Or a Banky uniflora here, towards the base of a subpeak of Virgin. I'm not going all the way up. It's actually quite snowy up there. So, no time or reason to go trudging, post-holing and such. Not continuous cover, but extensive cover nonetheless. I should have showed them to you. Just found some nice spring beauties and really tiny. That big, Myosurus. Some understories in this gully. No one's probably found them there before, I'm guessing. Not sure how well known either is here. This is Claytonia rubra group with the connate leaves above. And a polymone. So yeah, I'm finding good things on these still early, but relatively happening mountain slopes here. I'm expecting to see stuff all the way up to 6,000 plus. I think things are probably responding across the board by now. Can't wait to be back in a couple weeks, just a little north of here into the, Great Basin transition that I've showed you before. Still more things to find there, without a doubt. Heck, I just found some of the lowest Cercocarpus records known anywhere just last year. I ended up leaving the Virgins proper there for the Bunkerville Ridge, which is several miles long. I guess I'm trying to traverse it a very limited amount of time. It's quite limestoney up here, but I had to check in because there's anemones everywhere this year. On this ridge specifically, Anemone tuberosa, I believe is the name, the desert one. Very light pink tepals there. Quite elongated furry receptacles. Let's look at those. Elongated furry receptacles and fruit there. Many achenes. It's an achetacetum, if you will. Look at those subtly stunning beauties. There is a little tuberous stalk beneath. I'm not going to disturb these ones. I got some elsewhere. It's a transition between flower and fruiting receptacle. Hard for everyone to compete here with all the freaking cheap brome. It is so bad here. Must be due to the extensive grazing history of this area. Would have to hypothesize, because that's how it goes in the Mojave. Laughlin, no grazing history, no cheat. It's kind of as simple as that, I suspect. Even up on the limestones here. All in the valleys below, too. Pretty bad on all the slopes. Very bad cheatgrass invasion center here in the Virgins. Shelter north faces have interesting things like Fraxinus below 5,000 feet, leafing out on these slopes. And some relictual populations of a Petrophytum. Exceptionally low elevations. No rain here at all during the summer, really, for the most part. And they are just hanging on here in the Mojave Desert. Very hot, low elevations that do get exposed to sun during substantial portions of the summer.